Welcome to Cut from a Different Cloth. I am your host, Danny Parker, where Wendy meets Oprah. Now, on today's show, we're not doing Mommy Dearest, and we're not doing What's the Tea and the Real Deal. Today's show is going to be different. I have with me one of Boston's most amazing female rappers. I mean, Shorty really kills it on her Talk That Talk Tuesdays freestyles. When I'm going to the gym, I look forward to hearing Shorty do this. And I have with me none other than my girl, Cakeswagg.
Hi. I'm not sure what it look like.
Right. No, I promise you, they'll have the camera right here. You'll look stock with me.
Okay.
So, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Yeah, it's been a busy week in the studio and just getting things done.
Okay, then, so, because we're going to talk about that a little bit more later in the show, because I want to know what new projects you got coming up.
Okay.
So, I want to know, first things first, what made you decide to do Talk That Talk Tuesdays? Because, I mean, when I first heard of it, it was your Barbie edition freestyle.
Oh,
and I
okay.
was like, yo, who is this? I forgot where. I think I saw it on Facebook. So many people shared it.
Yeah.
And I saw it on Facebook, and I was like, oh, I like the song Nicki's Barbie. I was like, okay. So then when I heard it, I was like, whoa. I was in the gym like, wait, let me get off the treadmill. Let me hear this again. And then when I heard it, I was like, she said what? I was just like, yo. I was like, oh my God, I gotta listen to the rest. And then from there, you had me hooked. So I wanted to know, I was like, what made you decide to, just start doing freestyles?
So I actually started doing freestyles just because that's actually how I started rapping.
Oh, wow.
To begin with, yeah. So in middle school and high school, I used to just spit verses on the bus. And it was for fun, and we were all like engaged. Everybody's like, hey, we teed up doing freestyle. So that's kind of like my roots with my artistry. But I started dropping Talk That Talk Tuesdays just because I know that in today's like day and age, our attention spans are so short.
Right.
Like if a song could be hot 1 month, and then by the next month, you just kind of forget about it.
Yeah.
And I just wanted a way to make sure that I keep my audience engaged while I work on music that I want to put out, And short little freestyles, 16, 20 bars. It doesn't take me that long to write those. So just dropping those for content. But also, for me, it just kind of keeps me on my toes, It's because rapping is just like anything else. It's like any other muscle that you work out or you work on. The more you use it, the more active you'll be and the better you can use it. Yeah.
So that makes sense. So now with freestyle rapping, especially you see it's more of like a guy thing if that you don't see too many female rappers doing freestyles, and especially in Boston too. So I was like, man, I love a good freestyle. I love a good battle rap. I love that. I'm like, now anyone can make a hit song. That's cool. Actually, that's a little hard, and we can get more into that. But it's just like to hear a woman like freestyle, it's like, yo, so it's refreshing. So hearing yours, it's like, wow, Shorty is really refreshing. Like, you don't hear that in Boston. It's like Boston female rappers, they all have their different sounds, and I love it. But it's like you have that freestyle where it's like, okay, would you battle then? Like, are you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that makes you unique. I'm like, a name Cakeswagg. I'm like, okay, what made you come up with that? Because Cakeswagg and then doing freestyles, it's like, okay.
So actually, my name was given to me by my peers. So yeah. So in high school, we had the Breakfast Club, and we're so corny, I know.
No, that's cute.
But everybody at the table had a breakfast nickname, and mine was Pancake because, believe it or not, I'm a late bloomer. And all throughout high school and until I was 22, I was so tiny. So my nickname was Pancake.
Oh, okay.
Cake for short. For
Right.
short. So mind you, I was in high school, so this is before cake meant having a big butt or having a lot of money. It was just, it was my nickname. But I was always super duper retro, with my fits and things that I would wear. So that's when everybody was saying swaggy, oh that's swaggy. Yo, she got swag.
Oh, I remember that swag. Oh yeah.
So Cakeswagg, they just kind of threw it together, and that was my name throughout high school, and I just kind of kept it. Yeah, I had it years ago, even before I started putting music out. I just kept it because I'm like, okay, this is my friends gave this to me. This is what they call me. I don't mind keeping it.
That's real. I mean, because it's good to have those nicknames from high school. Because when I was in high school, they gave me Lady D. Well, I always went by Lady D, my MySpace name. And so it's so funny to see people now from high school. They'll be like Lady D, and I'm like, I'll just laugh because I'm like, wow, that was a form of myself before Danny. But it's just like it's good to hear that. But Cakeswagg, I like that name.
Thank you.
Like, I wonder what made her come up with that, because you can do so much, like you said. Now it's referred to big butt or money, you know. So it works. That's what I'm like. But lately, I've been seeing you out and about, like with concerts and stuff. I mean, last month y'all did Hella Black, and it sold out. How did that feel?
The Hella Black experience in general was insane. Even before the show, like, I was coming down Tremont Street, and there was a big, like, billboard on the bank with my picture on it for the show. And I was like, oh my goodness, I've never experienced that. So even seeing that, I was like, this is my face. This is my face on the bank, and all these people are coming by and they're seeing my face. So that was just like, I was mind blown at that. Mind you, I only went to go see it because all of my friends were like, oh my gosh, I'm coming from work and look who it is. And then it just like, it sold out almost a week before.
That's crazy. Like, how did you feel? Because I know that had to be such a amazing moment, but also intimidating as far as like, now I really got to deliver because this is a sold out show.
I was just like, whoa. Because normally most shows will sell out the day of. They'll sell out an hour before, or sometimes they'll sell out like throughout the night. So everybody will come, and then whoever's gonna come, whoever's gonna pay at the door, it sells out that way. But something selling out a week before is just like, it doesn't happen often, ever. Right. That's not something that happens often, especially here in our city, you know, where the arts is like all of the arts, visual arts, music, whatever, we're just kind of bubbling under the surface right now, you know what I mean? Right. So it's like, so for a show to be sold out a week before, I was like, whoa. And then I'm on the bill with all of these fabulous, you know, other women. So I'm like, oh, let's go, let's kick it in gear, let's do what we do.
Because that lineup was crazy. That's why I was like, oh, wow, like this is going to be a show. So when I saw it was sold out, I was like, damn. I was like, I couldn't even wait to paycheck to get the ticket. I was like, because...
A lot of people were saying that. They're like, wait a minute, I get paid on Friday, hold on, I was trying to get my ticket. Like, yeah, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Mind you, this is at the Boston Center for the Arts. So I know that a lot of my fan base is coming, like, from my neighborhood, you know? Right. So they're used to being able to get in contact with me, hit me up. Maybe I could hold a ticket for them. They're used to me being able to kind of sometimes talk at the door, get them in. But this is a whole different ballgame. This was a different ballgame. Like, this is not one of our regular venues, or a regular venue for me. You know what I mean? This is a brand new setting. It's like a different tier. You know, even being in there, just the way that the staff regarded all the artists and all of the amenities and the things that we had, the things that they gave us so we could feel comfortable is different. It was different than other shows that I've been to. Yeah. So it was just like, it was awesome. Everything about it was lit.
That's good, because it was like, it has to feel like some sense of accomplishment where your city can like sell out a show. It's like you hear about it in Atlanta and Cali and all that good jazz, but it's just like something about Boston. It's like, oh wow, in your hometown, in your backyard, exactly, and it's sold out. That has to be crazy.
No, it was crazy, and I think that it's selling out was super important because now people know, okay, excuse me, these artists, I have to make sure I get my ticket. If I want to see her, I have to make sure I get this. If I want to be there, I have to make sure I'm on it. I can't wait. I can't dilly-dally because you might not have the opportunity to come.
And that's what happened.
Right.
Because that was a good show, and just seeing it, you know, from social media, it's like, wow, that was a good show. So hopefully for next year, it's at a bigger venue, because now those people, and then seeing it, it's just... It's so much we got to get into, but we got to go to a quick break, y'all. We'll be right back. We're going to get more into Cakes, about, you know, some developments, more other shows, because there's another song I love that we got to talk about. I'm going to tell you about it on the break. But we'll be back, y'all. It's your girl, Danny B, where Wendy meets Oprah, cut from a different cloth. Hey y'all, welcome back to Cut From a Different Cloth. It's your girl Danny P. Now, we were on break talking, so we can just might as well talk about it right now.
Yeah.
Bob.
Yes.
What? Yo, they don't know Bob. If you don't know Bob, you gotta know. Search Queen Doll featuring Cakeswagg, Bob, and Thank Me Later, because that, can we talk about that?
Yes, we can talk about Bob. So, let me run it back for you just real quick. So Queen hits me up. She goes, I got a song and I need you on it. And I was like, okay. So she sends me the instrumental. She's like, I don't have anything to it yet. I'm one of those people I like to vibe out in the studio, which is perfect for me because I think that's how you make the best songs.
Yeah, vibe it out. You
exactly.
shouldn't be stressing it.
Right. So I pick her up. We're driving to the studio. We get there. We're playing the instrumental. And I was like, this is a bop. She was like, man, this is a bop. Man, this is a bop. I said, hold on. And then, so she gets in there and she just lays a hook. Like, she's like, I'm gonna just see what I come up with. Lays a hook. And I kid you not, we wrote the song in like 5 minutes.
Yo,
Sat there, wrote the song. Like, literally everything was one take Jake.
Cause that one, when I saw the performance that you did recently, I was like, what? I was like, now I knew I was like the audience stuff. I know my audience. I was like, oh, that was definitely outside of Boston.
Yeah.
And I was like, that definitely had to be the gay scene. I'm like, because the energy, I'm like, love that community. So seeing that like Bob, and I'm like, now that song every morning I get ready to that. That wakes me up. Cause I'm like, yo, what? Like,
yes. Bop is one of those, for sure.
Yeah, that one's a hit. I was like, oh, that one, that's the one. I was like, that's the one. I was like, what?
Yeah, we're working on a video for it. Bop is gonna be, it's gonna be a summertime hit for sure.
Yes.
And it's just, it's lit because one, we both came with bars on the track, but it also has the Louisiana bounce feel at the end.
Yes.
And it's a nostalgic sample. So it's like you're pulling in like 5 demographics on this one song. You know what I mean? And that's really what music is about in the first place.
Yeah.
So,
cause I was like, yo, that song had to be like some vibe and like how you said a one take Jake. Because I'm like, hearing, I'm like, okay, like what? Like I'm in that mirror cause I got a whole body mirror. So it's just like hearing that and I'm getting ready. I'm like, you need to stop cause them knees don't work like that no more. That's what I'm like, you need to stop that.
We're gonna make them work for this, okay?
So I'm like, yo, cause that's a bop. I'm like, so that's what I'm saying with you performing and stuff and your energy and stuff. It's just like, and from hearing Cakeology and hearing everything, your music, what is next for you?
So, I wouldn't say I've gotten a reputation, but I have a way of sort of consuming my projects myself, and it's not on purpose, but like I don't really do that many features or anything like that. So what I'm working on for my next project is I want it to be more of a collaborative effort. So I can't tell y'all who, but I got some razzle dazzles on my next project that I have coming up called Elevated Music. So.
Ooh, Elevated Music. So when's that project? Is that coming out in the later part?
That'll be towards the end of spring.
Towards the end of spring. Oh, okay, okay.
And then I know everybody's been waiting for Cakeology Volume 2.
Yes.
That'll be towards the end of summer.
Towards the end of the summer? You gonna make us wait till the end of the summer?
I'm sorry.
Y'all, you know she ain't right.
I'm sorry.
You know she ain't right. Okay then. So then because I see you did take more of the J. Cole feature rap, but sometimes you don't need features and stuff. I get it. Like certain songs you want to hear your style on it. So I get it. So now with this situation we were talking before the show, how about representation as far as, with the whole indie route, with the whole Megan situation and 1501? Like, for an artist, like, how are we able to protect themselves as far as, like, with the contract? People are saying, well, she should have read the contract. There's so many deals that can possibly we don't know what kind of deal that was on the table and stuff. So as a female rapper, how do you go about, like, trying to really protect yourself so that, your best interest is at heart?
Yeah, I think, with any artists, especially females, we just have to know what we have already that we're bringing to the table. You know what I mean? Because when any label, management, anyone reaches out to us, they're reaching out to us because they know we already have something. You know, like they see something that they feel like they can enhance, but also they see things that they can make money off of too. Because if they don't see a benefit in working with you, they won't be working with you. So I think that when we're going to the table for any sort of deals, we need to be keeping that in mind as well. Like they, in some sort of way, they're also trying to benefit. I think that before you sign any deals, obviously reading is fundamental, but even just like if there's verbiage that you don't understand, I think it's important to be like, okay, well, I'm going to come back because I need to just look at this, really understand what it means. I think it's important to ask those questions, like, but what do you mean by this? Like in layman's terms, what does this mean? You know, and then also doing your research on other 360 deals, because depending on who you talk to, sometimes, you know, you might get a 360 deal that's good for you. You might get depending on what you have, what you're coming into the industry with, you know. But I do think that not even just, even with Meg, but it happened with, I believe, Rich Homie Quan as well, if I'm not mistaken. But a lot of people end up in these deals with their labels, with their representation that they don't necessarily like after the fact, because when they signed it at the time, they were in a place where they felt like this would be beneficial to them, like this could help them, so on and so forth. So I think that it's important to just like have like that patience. You know, you don't necessarily always have to sign something right away, because maybe if you're going to be big or whatever, if you have the talent, if you have the skill, if you have those things that you're bringing to the table and you're going to be big, it's going to happen regardless, you know. And it's like you just have to really make that decision of, okay, when I get here, am I okay with not reaping the benefits that I would get if I had done this on my own, or if I had signed a different deal, or if I had negotiated a little bit more, you know? So I think that just having an example like Meg, and unfortunately, it's really unfortunate that she has to be that example, but I think it's also important because we're seeing on Front Street an artist that a lot of us love, that a lot of us, that we've watched. If you've been watching Meg for a long time, you've watched kind of come up and the growth and how hard she's worked, because she's worked very, very hard. And we're watching all of that kind of be just like teetering and tottering on a line right now. And then also, I mean, there's different ways to look at it, you know what I mean? Because there's some people who will say that her deal, like getting almost 50% of her masters and only being asked to do 4 albums and being given money up front, people look at that like, oh, this is, and having 50% of her publishing is...
well, no, because it was a 40-60 split that they did on it for her, that she was feeling like, oh, you know, they're taking a lot of her income and stuff and she's not making it. But then the label's starting to come back that, you know, well, she owes us money from shows and stuff, 100,000, 10 shows, y'all do the math. So it seems like a lot is going on with it.
Yeah, that we don't even necessarily know about, you know. And
right, and so that's why I want to say, just to table it, like, we have the day and age of social media where everyone has an opinion and the shoulda, coulda, wouldas are coming out the woods.
Right.
And it's like, we don't know her deal and we don't know, you know, if she didn't understand it. It's an unfortunate situation,
it really is,
but it is a learning lesson for other artists, you know, on the come up. Just to make sure everything is, if you don't understand it, don't be afraid to ask. And all that get an understanding. My mother loves to preach that to me, but I understand why in situations like this. So,
and I think that even before you sign any deal, it's just important to know what it is that you want out of your artistry. Like, do you want to be like a working artist who can like maintain and make money for themselves? Do you want a big name? Like, what is it that you want?
Yeah.
Because you can be a successful artist, you can make a lot of money in this industry and not necessarily have a big name. So I think it's like figuring those things out, like what's important before you even go to a table.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real. But unfortunately, we got it. Well, not unfortunately, we'll just have to table it for another time because we're about to go to a quick break. And once we come back, Cakeswagg will actually be giving a performance for us. So keep it locked. It's your girl, Danny P, where Wendy meets Oprah, and welcome to Cut from a Different Cloth.
Yeah. We gon' do this Barbie Dreams Boston edition. One time for the one time. Cake, body bag, swag. Yo, Tish, you up first, cause you my fave on the beat. But I don't ever call you Capo, only Capo is me. And Vonnie, every track, you be crying, I see. Yo, my niggas mad soft, you like the Drake of the bean. Yo, Kels, you my nigga, I mean no disrespect. Just cause you sell a little weed, that don't make you connect. And Tone, you my DJ, but you coming up shorter. How you let me kill your track when we did Law and Order? Stizzy, why they call you left lane? I think you selling. You more breakdown, how you choke on 87.7. Diddy bad, you my favorite white boy in the city, but you ain't bad and you ain't Diddy. I'ma keep it a milli. E. Burton, you ain't for certain, man, that's far from the truth. You came for Millie's answers, they disregarded you. Najee Janie kinda fine, I'm trying to set up a meeting. But if I let him eat my pussy, that still make him a vegan? Yo, Rosewood, I see you, but I never see babe. You gotta miss me with the taxi if we gon' on a date. Yo, Trevor ain't no rapper, here's a bar for you too. Your minute series ain't gon' ever be these Tuesdays, my dude. Ain't replaying Hefe shit, I mean, damn, can you fault us? Cassie been ordered a shirt. Where the fuck is her product? Boston Mook, you ain't no rapper, please stick to the films. Cause the way that you be rapping ain't gon' get you a deal. Splash got him, but it's looking more like they got.
Da 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 da. La 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 la. Dun, dun. Candy, oh my, you just highlight my vibes only for you. We gon' turn up all night, flipping the packs of the, drop a whole bag on her. Da 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 da. La 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 la. I see candy like no lie with both eyes closed. I use candy's influence for multi-growth. This the life I chose. These are not life goals. We just break up and make up, repeat cycles. On life, I roll dice, I break down like slow wine. I won't lie, you provide some high to my low tide. Live like there's no time, real life with no guides, no acts or showtimes. Candy's my cosign, this is my relationship with candy. What you can't see is candy helps me be all that I can be. Candy is my fancy, but also my problem. I've got to solve them, I'm falling like autumn. Candy, oh my, you just highlight my vibe only for you. We gon' turn up all night, flipping the packs of the, drop a whole bag on her. Da 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 da. La 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 la. Candy, oh oh candy, 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 oh oh candy, 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 oh oh candy, 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 oh oh candy. Candy's gonna rearrange my brain. Candy's gonna make me go insane and feel all kinds of things. Candy, don't you have any shame? No. Candy, you so lame. Candy, why you change up on the game? Flipping the packs of the, drop a whole bag on her. I'm about to snap on her. I should cut back on her. Run up a tab on her. Kick back, relax on her. I'm about to tax on her. Make all my stacks off her. Candy, oh oh candy, candy. Candy's gonna change your whole life. No lie, that's a fact. Candy, oh my, you just highlight my vibes only for you. We gon' turn up all night, flipping the packs of the, drop a whole bag on her. Da 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 da. La 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 la. Candy, oh oh candy, 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 oh oh candy, candy, oh oh candy, candy, da 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 da, da 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 da. Candy, oh my, you just highlight my vibes only for you. We gon' turn up all night. Flipping the packs of the drop a whole bag on her. Da 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 da. La 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 la. I see candy like no lie with both eyes closed. I use candy's influence for multi-growth. This the life I chose. These are not life goals. We just break up and make up, repeat cycles. On life, I roll dice. I break down like slow wine. I won't lie, you provide some high to my low tide. Live like there's no time. Real life with no guides. No acts or showtimes. Candy's my cosign. This is my relationship with candy. What you can't see is candy helps me be all that I can be. Candy is my fancy, but also my problem. I've got to solve them. I'm falling like autumn. Candy, oh my, you just highlight my vibes only for you. I might, we gon' turn up all night. Flipping the packs of the drop a whole bag on her. Da 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 da. La 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 la. Candy, oh oh candy. Candy, candy, oh oh candy. Candy, candy, oh oh candy. Candy, candy, oh oh candy. Candy's gonna rearrange my brain. Candy's gonna make me go insane and feel all kinds of things. Candy, don't you have you any shame? No. Candy, you so lame. Candy, why you change up on the game? Flipping the packs of the drop a whole bag on her. I'm about to snap on her. I should cut back on her. Run up the tab on her. Kick back, relax on her. I'm about to snap on her. Make all my stacks off her. Candy, oh oh candy. Candy. Candy's gonna change your whole life. No lie, that's a fact. Candy, oh my, you just highlight my vibes only for you. I might, we gon' turn up all night. Flipping the packs of the drop a whole bag on her. Da 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 da. La 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 la. Candy, oh oh candy. Candy, candy, oh oh candy. Candy, candy, oh oh candy. Candy, la 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 la. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
On the show. Thank you for having me. No problem. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in to Cut From a Different Cloth and chit-chatting with me and Cakeswagg. We talked about so much, but guess what? You know what? Cakeswagg, this won't be your last time coming to the show. I definitely want to see you. Definitely will have you back, especially since you have 2 projects dropping this year, too. So we definitely got to have you back. It's your girl, Danny P, where Wendy meets Oprah, and I can't wait to see that next Talk That Talk Tuesday freestyle from you. So you already know what time it is.